Well, good day, tubes. Uh-oh. Look at this mess. Frost advisory. Holy cow. It's actually really, really cold out here today. It's freaking weird from, like a week and a half ago it was like 35 degrees, 40 degrees with the humidex. Anyways, 2 degrees tonight she's going to go down to. Well, through the night. Tomorrow it'll be 2 degrees when I wake up. Holy cow, that's almost cold enough to snow, you know that? Anyways, we're gonna have a look at the bee situation. There's still a few coming and going by the looks of things. So that's interesting. It's definitely slowed down a lot though from where it was. So this is still from when we flipped her yesterday, so yeah, not nearly quite as many. But she's still working, I guess, so we'll leave her hanging for a bit more. Look, I even got a fly. I've got a fly attached to it. What it's actually meant for. That's hilarious. But anyways, there we go. So I'm not really too sure what we're gonna get into tonight. Or today. Holy cow. Whew. More coffee. Today. But we'll go down and check our seat again, I guess. It's been inside where it's sort of been warm all night. And I don't think it's gonna do much out here today being so cold. Holy cow, and it was only supposed to get to 7 degrees today, which is not very warm. So, but I don't know, I don't really have any other plans about doing anything else other today, so I don't know. But sure we'll find something to do down here. But what exactly? I'm not too sure. So, well, let's get in here first and have a look at our seat. Great big old Toad's gone. Man, he was one big feller. Holy cow, he was huge. What was I gonna say now? Isn't that awful? Whew. Good memory, but she's short. So anyways, we'll get in here. Check our seat. And see how it's looking. Well, it's not looking a whole lot better. It's more springier though. But still needs a still needs lots of drying. So I am wondering now if I use the right stuff or not. I don't know. This one down here is going to take for frickin' ever. I'm not sure, boys. I might just have to rip her off. Unfortunately. Rip her off, and apparently this stuff is, I don't know, my wife was reading it. She got better eyeballs than I do for reading. But apparently it's water cleanup when it's, not hardened. But what to do? This is freaking gonna take forever. This isn't gonna work. Totally useless. Well, I guess I got some cleaning up to do now, for frig's sakes. Man. What a frickin' disaster, boys. But the water is cleaning it up. Slowly but surely, but oh man. I might just have to take this thing to the pressure washer. The paint's good and cured now, so what a frickin' nightmare. Why on earth would they make a silicone adhesive like that? Hardly ever. That's not even nowhere near dry. That's just like I just put it on like 3 minutes ago under here. Freaking ridiculous. I was never gonna dry. Oh man, what a nuisance that was. But anyways, there's still the odd little bit I missed. I pressure washed this one. I got about 90% of it, and then there's the odd little bit that just, you know, is stuck enough that it's, I guess that won't hurt anything, but it's all sort of dampy wet now, so I'm gonna have to let her sit for a bit. And I got the seat pretty much cleaned all off too. That should be alright. It's a little damp from wiping it though, so I got the heater kind of blowing right into it. That'll dry that up, but I guess I gotta go look at some different kind of glue stuff now. So not exactly sure what I'm gonna get, but if I can find it at the depot, I might try some of that spray glue stuff where you spray it out of the can. I know that was suggested. I've never really used that stuff before, so that's kind of why I went with silicone-y stuff like this. But I'll use that, I guess, for the main sticking her down adhesive-y stuff. And then I'll probably get some of that GE silicone 2, I think it is, for going around the outside. And I know that stuff will be dry like by like this afternoon, well, by tomorrow it would be dry. It would be good to go, hardened up and stuff. Where I can't wait the 7 to 14 days. To heck with that idea. Holy friggin' crap. And like I thought, that stuff in the center hadn't even started to dry at all. So, holy cow, what a nightmare. Have no idea why they invent stuff or market stuff like that is supposed to be an exterior silicone that is paintable when it's cured within 7 to 14 days, depending on how thick the bead it was, it said on it. How that can be sold for exterior stuff when, you know, if I did it, say today, and it rains tonight, well, if you got a good enough rain, wouldn't that like wash it mostly all off and wreck it and stuff? No idea. So I don't know, but I'm gonna run down and see what I can get down there, spray adhesive wise, and then a couple of tubes or a tube of that GE stuff, because I know it's good. I've used it before, so that's what I should have used. But holy friggin' crap, what a nightmare. Alright, this is definitely the stuff I should have got to begin with. Holy frig. Water and heat resistance, wood, metal, acrylic, carpet laminate, polypropylene, and PVC. Where was it here? Fringe. Okay, so this bonds wood, metal, glass, carpet, plastics, polypropylene, acrylics, PVC, and more. Recommended for laminate, trim, molding, marine applications. That's what I was interested in, the marine application thing, which is, you know, really heavy, watery, wet stuff all the time, right? Upholstery, carpeting, van, motor, home conversions, kick plates, and signage. So shake well, blah blah. Should be. It tells you here, you know, it's tacky within. You got to spray it on, let it tack up for about 10 minutes, or no, 2 to 5 minutes. Let dry to tack 2 to 5 minutes. And before bonding, extra strong bonds. Double coat both surfaces. Allow to dry 2 to 5 minutes between coats. Apply maximum pressure over entire surface. Adhesive loses tack approximately 10 minutes. So if you let it go too long, it'll actually start to harden up, and that's it. So the 10 minutes is pretty good to me. I think that should do the stuff. And then just for like around the outside, I got this premium waterproof silicone, and it's rain ready in 3 hours. So that's pretty good. Sun freeze proof. Really small print here. What was those instructions? Rain ready, exposure to water possible in as little as 3 hours with bead size 3/16, which is, you know, pretty small. Temperature, humidity, blah blah. Otherwise, caulking should be not exposed to water for 8 hours. Do not touch for 24 hours. So like I say, that thing would have been freaking dry by now if I used this stuff. 100% silicone, so that's good. That'll be for around the outside. Well, I think I'm gonna let this thing dry a little more. I'll go grab some lunch maybe and then come back, and we'll do this after lunchtime. It's probably all right now, but yeah, I better not yet. And not too sure if I want to spray the seat or the pan or both, because they say once once this stuff, you know, becomes tacky and you stick the two of them together, she's not coming off. So it says that on the thingy here, it says permanent bond or something like that. So I kind of want to make sure I get her on the right spot. That's the only sort of problem, right? So maybe I should dry do it first and then mark it. You know, maybe here and then mark it with the marker. And then I can line up those two and then she's on. So maybe that's a good idea. Alright, so I've never used this stuff before. They say shake it up real good, so I'm going to shake it for a few minutes here, I guess. And then, yeah, it's feeling gooder now, more gooder. So I guess as long as I spray it in here, that area is not going to matter so much because it doesn't, well, it touches here along the front, so I'll do this area. Don't want to get too much into where this plate sits, so I'll have to watch that. And then up the side and a little bit back in here, maybe where it touches the back of the pan. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Let's see here now. Ooh! Oh, it shoots like a, what you call it, string stuff. Okay. Stinks. Most definitely stinks. Okay. That. A little bit up here. Here's not going to matter. Wherever the rusty spots are, I guess. Probably too much. I guess this stuff dries hard. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, here I'm going to a little heavier with it, so it gets a good seal from the top here. Okay. Now let's just flip her around again. Weird stuff. Looks pretty neat though. Okay, that's good for the seat part. The pan itself here, oh boy, I don't know. Just maybe put a little around the outside edge, I think. here. A little bit there. And where's the other spot? I think it was right here. There. And there. Oh, it's wrecking the paint. It is too. It's making it all go. I wondered if it was going to have an issue with it. Look at this all like stringy. Well, hopefully she'll still bond. And it's making it go all funny, the paint. Not peeling it off though, so that's good. Okay, let her sit. What did they say for? Oh man, it stinks in here now. Double coat both surfaces, allowed to dry 2 to 5 minutes between coats. Apply maximum pressure over the entire surface. That's not what I was looking for. Repositioning is not possible. There's materials. 8 to 10 to keep the can moving in order to keep the film moving. Let apply even coat both to be bonded and let dry to tack approximately 2 to 5 minutes. Okay. So we gotta wait till we get tacky. So see there what it made the paint do. Hopefully it's alright. I don't know, maybe once it's dried it'll be alright, but I bet you I could easily, you know, yeah, look at that. That's not too good. I don't like that too much. Uh-oh. That's not too good. It's like melted through my paint, so I don't know, maybe that is a good thing, maybe not. We'll see once we get her glued up. I'm pretty sure once she's actually bonded together and hardened up it'll be fine, but oh crap. Well, I guess if we wait any longer we're gonna have to reapply this stuff because it's gonna be screwed, so oh crap. That's what they say. Oh man, that stuff does stick together good. They're in the right spot, you know that? Oh crap. It doesn't look bad here. It's not in the right spot up here, however. So what on earth happened there? That's... oh, I see what happened. Oh. There. A little better. Okay. I didn't have her quite down into the seat enough there, so that'll do her. It's not bang on perfect here, but I don't think I'll get her off now. I'll just leave her. She's good enough. Everything else looks good. Yeah, it's off there a hair bit too, but maybe the best thing to do would be to sit in it. How the heck do you do that when it's not hooked to the tractor though? I don't know. We'll leave her, let her sit. Doesn't look too bad. It's good this way, so I don't know. Well, we could probably hook it back up to the tractor and sit on it. Maybe we'll do that. Well, that doesn't look too bad. It's off a bit though, but I guess she's too late now. She's bonding. It just needed to go down and in a little bit. Almost like that. I don't know, so I'm not super happy with it, but oh, what we got going on here, boys? Fast mover. A fast mover. Nice. That's what I need, one of them. That'd be awesome. But anyways, they say to put pressure on it while it's mushing in, so I might actually just go and mow with this for a bit and then see if I can get this to come any better. I doubt it will now, but you never know. Okay, about half an hour of mowing. You know what? This thing's actually kind of sitting almost kind of where it should be. I think it's off just a hair bit now, but she's definitely not wanting to come off, so that's really good. I didn't have any issues, anything falling or slipping or nothing, so she's got a little bit dinged up though in the travels, all this freaking mess, but oh man, what a nightmare. But yeah, I think under there's good too. Looks like it's holding down pretty good. She'll take a little bit more to cure up, I guess, too, like really harden up, but we won't know that until I guess tomorrow. So, interesting, a couple of air bubbles in my sticker there that weren't there yesterday. Yes, well, I think she'll do, but I'm not going to silicone her today with that stuff. I'm going to let the stuff harden up, I think, first. And get all super hardened and good to go. Well, I want to park that in overnight, but I got to see if the old Polaris will go here. Fire up for us. Should go, but I haven't had it going for a while. Oh, denied. Just not quite enough juice, I guess, in her. Poor thing. Nope. Stupid thing. No, I'm gonna have to give her a little shot. Well, we got our dear old friend here giving us some life support. Man, I sure love where they've mounted the battery on this thing. I couldn't get any better. Super awesome. So let's see here now. That's enough. Interesting. I'm gonna have to maybe rev her up a bit and charge it. Interesting. Good enough there. Interesting. All right, let's switcheroo. All right, let's back them out. Stinky 2.9 just went flying by. So maybe go see what he's up to. Oh, there he is. What are you doing?
Stinky stuff.
Yeah, a little bit, eh? Oh, hang on, I gotta put my tractor away. Well, I guess we'll go for a little bit of a tour. Pretty much done for today, but anyways. want to shut mine off yet, or I'll never get it started back here. That'll suck. Oh, doing jumps. I better go over there so I can see them. Can't see through the weeds. Oh, little turd. He's going out to the field. Well, I'm going to try to hold the camera in my mouth by the battery, and we'll go maybe see where he's going. Much of a wheelie. Oh, he's turning around. Little wheelie.
You can't do it on dirt.
Yeah, you can. You just gotta pull that clutch and then juice it. Then she'll wheelie. Maybe right over on top. Huh. Now where's he going? Oh, I don't know. Little turd just did a wicked one there, and I wasn't even filming. Oh. Gotta get used to that, I guess, eh? You gonna try it again?
Huh?
Try it again. Nice, should have kept her going.
Huh?
Should have kept it going.
How is it all run to that?
No, you can stop it about here. Try it again. Oh, the peer pressure. Oh, the peer pressure. But I'm sure he loves it. Nice. Look at the face. Ah! Do it again. Do it again. One more.
No.
One more. One more. Okay, right around and then come back and do one. Okay. Oh, that peer pressure. I think he's getting upset with me. Where is he? Oh, I hear him. Oh, where is he? There he is. Nice! let's see if that was enough to juice her. I think it's okay now. I don't know by tomorrow, but might have to put my solar panel charger on it. Maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, so apparently we are charging. So we'll let her sit, and I probably won't get a whole lot much more today, but she might get a little bit. Pretty good direct sun, but it's only probably about another hour that it'll be down over the house, but it'll still be getting some light, but not the good direct sunlight. So, but that'll give her an hour of juicing anyway, so that'll be good. And how's our trap doing? Still catching them, it looks like. Huh. Yeah. Captured a few more there. That's just about got to be all of them, I think, because there's hardly anything coming out now or going in, not like it was. So that's good. But anywho, that's it for today. Sorry for mixing in a bit of motorcycle ATV stuff, but I kind of figured you guys might enjoy that a little bit. Especially that 800-pound ATV Polaris doing wheelies like that. And there was still more there yet. That thing's got a scary amount of power. It really does, you know, and it's a 700cc twin. And I'll tell you, my younger-ish, foolish days when I was just not too long after I got that, I'd go down the highway here. I'd go down here and then turn and down the road, meet my buddy down by the McDonald's, which is way down there, and then we'd take off and go down through the bush and stuff, which can't do that anymore now, but, oh, hey buddy. Hi, mister. What you doing? Keep, keep. Keep, 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 keep. Ooh, he says, the heck with you. He says, I might crawl up your leg. What you doing, buddy? Oh, nope, heck that. I'm out of here. But anyways, yeah, I'd tear down the road here, and one night coming back home, it was almost winterish time-ish. A lot later in the fall than we are right now, for say. And coming home, we were in the bush there, pretty deep. It's not a huge area, really. It's not really worth going down there anymore. Mostly because they ran the great big highway through it, which pretty much killed that riding again. So, so yeah, coming home, I don't know, it was 7:30 at night or something. Starting to rain, kind of crappy stuff, you know, really cold. So I'm like, oh, frick this crap. So I just mashed her, high range mashed her. I was doing like 120 kilometers an hour on that thing, passing cars on this side, passing cars on that side. I got home from down there to here, which normally, if you get all the lights, we'll say, normally it would take you probably 3-4 minutes. I was up here in about 60 seconds, maybe, less than a minute. And I was moving. It was a good thing the cop didn't see that. Oh, that would have been roadside suspension there. The machine would have been seized. I would have been charged for who knows what. I'm sure they'd have a million things they could throw at you. And yeah, I'd probably be screwed nowadays. So good thing they didn't catch me. But a trip or two later, I you know, pulled down here up to the light, waiting for it to change, and then this cop comes in like this at me, and just like almost nails me on the front, you know, like say this is the ATV, he comes in, like right here, almost hit me. I'm like, whoa. He says to me, where are you going with that? I'm like, oh, I'm just going down the highway here to meet my friend. No, no, that thing you're not. I'm like, okay, why? I'm like, I've got a license for it, I'm insured, everything's covered. Doesn't matter, insurance doesn't cover you for on the highway. It only covers you for crossing the highway. So from the trail, say here, crossing to the other trail. That's all that it covers you. And I'm like, really? He's like, yep, you can look that up in the Highway Traffic Act. I'm like, yeah, well, okay, what about riding in the ditch? Down the ditch? And he's like, oh, I don't know about that. Luckily, I know the law. You're not supposed to ride on the road, which is really dumb. I don't understand why, because this thing is more safe than, say, like a Honda street bike, road bike, sport bike, with a little wee tiny seat like this on the back, nothing to hold on to, and except, you know, the guy ahead of us, so the passenger has absolutely nothing to hang on to. There's more seat on this than a whole entire bike. And no, he says, no, you can't do that. I'm like, okay, so the other way is safer, apparently. But maybe because of the tires on it and the suspension on it, I don't know. This is meant for off-road only, right? So, but it is kind of stupid how you can license it and insure it, but mostly the insurance is for theft, I guess, really. Someone steals it, you're covered, kind of thing, or whatever. But I don't know. So I never rode down there. Well, I did actually ride down the ditch that day because I'm supposed to meet my buddy, you know, down there. So I'm like, well, kind of sort of gotta go. So I went down as far as I could, which is probably about halfway on this side of the road. So I actually went down this ditch, you can sort of see there, and then down this side of the road about as far as I could go. And I'm like, oh, frick this. And I jumped up out of that curve when nobody was looking, nobody was coming, gone. And how I got home, I think I just booted her. I can't really remember that far back now for that part of it, but I think I just on the way home, to heck with this. And I guess, you know, if he caught me on the highway with it, I probably would have got fined and probably seized and machine seizured, I guess you'd say. And probably wouldn't have done anything with my license, but they probably would have taken the machine. So I guess in 30 days you could get it back. You pay a fine or whatever, you get it back. But I don't know. So yeah, that was an exciting adventure. And that was like really fast on that machine, but it still had more. I'm like, that's probably fast enough when I'm, you know, passing cars like they're not even moving on that thing. So yeah, that was exciting. I'd like to do it again, but oh, I just don't have the nerve to go out on the highway with it now, because they'd probably pull my motorcycle license as well now that I have, you know, for actually going on the road with them. Now, the stupid thing is, I guess it's on these kinds of highways you're not allowed to ride them. Up north, north of, oh, I can't remember what now. They ride them on any kind of road, anywhere. And that's fine. Okay. We are in Mono Township right here. Orangeville over there. And then the other township west of us is Amaranth. They've just now released the permission to ride ATVs on their township roads there. Now, it had been banned for quite a while because I guess way back in like the 80s or whatever, maybe early 90s, I think it was just in the 80s though, they were letting them on the road, you know, because going from farm to farm, it's easier to just jump on an ATV and go, right? Instead of having to get in your car, get in your truck or tractor, I guess, and driving from this field to that field. So they banned them because at all the stops and intersections, these guys were doing donuts and just destroying the road. Well, I can understand why they banned them. Now, I don't know why, all of a sudden they thought, well, let's unban them. And guess what's happening at all the intersections and the roads again? I went for a tour there a couple of weeks ago on my motorcycle and on the DR, and sure enough, I come up to this spot, and this guy had actually done like a brake burn, so not actually doing donuts, just sitting there giving her, and dug like a foot trench down, like tire size, but like, you know, someone hits that with their car, that's gonna probably, you know, not be too good. So I'm like, you freaking guys are just ridiculous. They've just released the ban on it and you go and do that right away. Really? Wow. So I wouldn't doubt it if it'll be banned again soon and it'll be permanent. That'll be the end of it. So anybody found out there on the road with an ATV now will be charged for what? I don't know. I'm sure they find something, but it really sucks, you know. That's one of the more reasons why I got my motorcycle license, is so I can go physically out on the road and go for little tours here and there, you know, and everywhere. Maybe nice on the ATV because it's a little more cushier ride. Does burn up a whack more gas though. From the bike to this thing, oh frig yeah, holy crap, it's just ridiculous. But you're also pushing a 800-pound ATV compared to what does that bike weigh? Maybe 600, 550, 600 maybe at the most. So you've shed a pile of weight there already, right? So I don't even know if it weigh that much. It might be even like 300. I'm not too sure. It's not a whole lot. It's not as much as this thing anyways, this tank. So, but and a little bit smaller engine. It's only 50cc smaller too, so that's sort of why I got into that mostly. And then I thought, you know, I'm out on these rides all the time. It'd be nice to take, you know, one of the kids with me or my wife with me somewhere. So I thought, well, maybe I better get the big one, the big Boulevard too. So then at least, you know, it's more comfortable for the second person. It's more, you know, better for them. So that's that story on that. So, but anyways, yeah, I guess that's it for today. Hopefully that stupid seat down there is good to go now. Man, that was really ticking me off when I went down there and seen that this morning. Hadn't done nothing. What a freaking... And it's funny because if you read the label on that silicone I used, it's Mono Ultra, which was and used to be really good stuff, but on the bottom, if you read the fine print, it's imported blah 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 by the DAP Company Canada. And I'll tell you, that DAP stuff is freaking crap. All of it. And that is about 95% we'll say of what they sell at the Home Depot is got that DAP name on it, DAP, and it is freaking just horrible. I've never ever had any good luck with that stuff drying or curing, or I can't remember now what it was I did. It wasn't too long after that DAP stuff sort of started coming around. It's got to be 7-8 years ago now. And I did something, silicone something, and it was like 30 days before it even had like a skin on it. And I'm like, really? You know, like a week later, I'm like, it's still freaking wet. What the frig? You know, so I'm like, let's just leave it, I guess. I can't remember what I was doing that. I don't remember now, but that stuff, I've never had any luck with it. It's DAP Canada. So I don't know, freaking junk. But I really hope that, you know, all these other companies aren't thinking, oh well, they've taken over that, so I guess we won't bother putting ours out anymore. And really, holy crap, because I hate that stuff. DAP Canada can suck my butt, literally, because it's just horrible stuff. I mean, silicone should be dry, skinned up real good in a couple hours, and dried like in 6 hours, or hardened or whatever, cured in like 24. Okay, this stuff was still like I just squeezed it out like 5 minutes before, like freaking ridiculous. So I'm like, the heck with that crap. So if you're ever buying silicone, if you live in Canada, do not ever buy the DAP stuff, because it is just freaking horrible stuff. And they are getting into a lot of different... Giver. Oh, nice. I missed that. Buddy doing a little bit of a smoke show there. Looked like it was a Sierra or a Silverado or something. Holy. Man, why wouldn't you done it up here? I would have filmed you, bud. Oh well. I guess he was mad at someone, maybe. I don't know. His rubber, not mine. But anyways, that's it for today. I'm going to head her out. Tomorrow, once again, I got no idea what's going on. Just like today, I had no idea what was going on. We, you know, did something. So, actually, tomorrow I do want to do some pole saw pruning, trimming on a tree back in the back there. There's one there that's kind of getting to be a bit of a nuisance. It's getting out onto the road a little bit and stuff, and I don't think I'll hook the chipper up and chew it up, although I could, but I don't know. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Hook the chipper onto the back, and my little trailer onto the front, like I have been doing, and then chipper up into the chipper, and away we go. Now it's like one of them, I don't think I even have any of them here. It's like one of these sort of pine tree kind of tree things, like these kind of guys over here. So I don't know how well it's going to chew all that up, but the branches and stuff, it should through that. But that stuff there, the leafy, needly stuff, will just get puked out and then, you know, into the trailer. So I don't have a whole lot to do. There's only one tree that I want to kind of take up, kind of like I did on these ones. So it's higher, you know, like, you know, about this high off the ground. So it looks kind of like a, I don't know, tree with no bottom on it, I guess you'd call it. Then I can get around with a mower easier, and it's going to be soon in the way of like the big vault trucks and stuff coming in and stuff. So I better get her chewed up. So maybe that'll be tomorrow's. I don't know exactly how I'd film that, but I'm sure we'll figure out some way. GoPro maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. But anyways, have a good night. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow for hopefully some tree chopping, pruning stuff like that, and chipping. So anyways, it should smell good too, because it'll smell like Christmas time. These pine trees all getting chewed up. But anyways, have a good night. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow.